Italy's government says it's struggling to handle an influx of migrants arriving on its shores. This week, it declared a state of emergency in the hopes of solving the crisis faster with new urgency. But as Megan Williams reports, there is little hope the declaration will solve the emergency.
Italy's government, led by the far-right Giorgia Meloni, declared a state of emergency this week because they said it was necessary to speed up the repatriating of migrants who make it here but get rejected for asylum. Now, the move is in a response to the sharp rise in the number of people crossing over to Italy from North Africa, mostly arriving in southern Italy. 3 times as many people attempting the crossing in the first 3 months of this year compared to the same period last year. Now, most of the people trying to make it to Europe are no longer crossing from Libya, but from Tunisia. Tunisia's Coast Guard this week pulled more than 30 bodies from the water. That was after a wooden boat that was packed with about 110 migrants sank on Wednesday. And this week alone, in Italian waters, the Coast Guard here has saved more than 2,000 people. Now, with the state of emergency, which is basically an Italian way to cut red tape, the government says it's addressing the so-called migrant crisis. But similar moves in the past have just not worked. And human rights groups and government observers say that only 2% of the resources dedicated to handling migration in Italy go to disaster prevention and preparedness. And so it creates the constant oppression of a crisis, they say. They've been calling now for years for more legal ways for people to make it here to Italy. Megan Williams, CBC News, Rome.